Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If I could choose 3 exercises for the hamstrings, which one would it be? Well, one of them is definitely the deadlift. To do deadlifts with perfect form, what you need to do is to have your feet shoulder width apart and then keep your back straight all the time and throughout the exercise, okay? And then just like the squat, very similar to it, just drive your hips back, but with the deadlifts you want to drive all the way back. And like I said, keep your back straight, have your legs slightly bent, and when you're with your torso parallel to the ground, you come up. Doing deadlifts with body weight only, it gets to a point that it doesn't challenge you anymore, and a great way to do it is do it with the barbell, or if you have the training vest, you can use the training vest or the backpack as well. You just need to find a way to challenge yourself. If you need help with the deadlift, I have done a tutorial. I explain very detailed how to perform a deadlift with perfect form. I will leave the link of that video in the description. The second exercise that I like the most for the hamstrings is the hamstring curls. Lay down on your belly and place your calves underneath the pads and curl up. And I also want to mention that when you're doing hamstring curls and you're using a lot of weight, we tend to raise our bum while doing the curls, and that is not the correct way of doing the hamstring curls. So what I want you to do is to squeeze your glutes and keep your glutes squeezed so that you don't raise your bum. That is the correct way of doing the hamstring curls. This exercise, the hamstring curls, is an isolation exercise, so it will only target your hamstrings. The bench that I'm using here on the video, it's good enough, but in big gyms you'll also see other type of machines. For example, you have the one that is very similar to the bench that I'm using, or you have the ones that you are sitting and you curl down. You can do the hamstring curls at home as well. All you need is socks or a towel. It just has to be slippery on the floor. Lay down on the floor and then press down and curl the towel towards your bum, and then curl back to straight legs. If it's easy, try it with one leg, but with both legs should be difficult enough. Alright, now as last exercise, and I saved it for last, it's a difficult one, and if I think probably not a very famous or trendy exercise in the calisthenics community, and it's the Nordic hamstring curls. For the Nordic hamstring curls, you need a strong and stable bar, or you can ask for help for this exercise, and it's very similar to the hamstring curls. You put the pads, or someone has to grab you on the calves, and then you just have to let your upper body go down, and when you cannot resist it anymore, you come up. In this exercise, it's very famous to assist yourself with your hands. It kind of looks like a knee push-up, but instead of you using your chest, you're gonna use a lot more of your hamstrings. I'm using a stick, as you can see on the video. I'm very close to achieving reps without the help of the stick. Here's another video of me doing it without the stick. I have to say, if you can do Nordic hamstring curls without assistance, you have earned my respect. It's not an easy exercise, and it definitely shows that you have strong legs. Remember that when you're doing Nordic hamstring curls, you are curling your upper body, and if you have a big upper body, the exercise is going to be more difficult. When I get better at this exercise, the Nordic hamstring curls, I would like to share with you guys the steps that I did in order to do at least one rep. Let me know if you are interested. Alright guys, and these were my top 3 exercises for the hamstrings. Definitely very good exercises, and I think the majority would agree. And what I like about 2 at least, the hamstring curls and the Nordic hamstring curls, is that they are isolation exercises. Leg exercise tend to be more quad or glute dominant, and with isolation exercise you can really focus on using your hamstrings. quads. The hamstring is an important muscle because it's the antagonist muscle of the quad. Our legs are just like our arms, but just turned. So the tricep is basically our quads, but just bigger, and the biceps are just the hamstrings, but bigger. In sports, mostly running sports like football, sprints, when athletes get injured, most of the time they tore their hamstrings, and that is because their hamstrings in comparison to their quads is not strong enough. It could also be a flexibility factor, but if it's a strength, then the isolation exercise is the best option to choose. But then again, in sports, anything can happen. Alright guys, and that's a wrap. If you're interested, you can watch the other videos of my top 3 exercises. I have a video of my top 3 exercises for glutes. I have one my top 3 exercises for shoulders, and I have also a top 3 exercise for quads. I will leave the links of those videos in the description, or you can wait until the end screen of this video. And guys, I hope you found this video helpful. If it was, make sure to like, subscribe, and don't forget to click on the notification bell so that you won't miss any new coming videos. And I'll see you next time. Thank you and see ya.